Welcome to Snacks Weekly on Data Science. This podcast is all about making data science and machine learning knowledge accessible and less intimidating. Today, we are going to talk about Uplift modeling. This episode is based on a tech blog titled The Stats That Tell You What Could Have Been, Counterfactual Learning and Uplift Modeling, written by the data science team from Klaviyo. You can find the link in this episode's description. Throughout this episode, we will explore this topic from both the business and data science angles. Now, let's dive in. On the business side, let's take a look at the problem to be solved. Klaviyo is a company that provides marketing solution tools to help businesses engage customers in a data-driven way. That includes managing marketing campaigns through channels like email and SMS. Their platform enables marketers to send targeted messages, segment audiences, personalize content, and measure campaign performance. Today, Klaviyo serves over 100,000 paying customers and went public in 2023 with a market capitalization of around $7 billion. This is a reflection of how central the data-driven communication has become for the modern brand. But as customers' expectations continue to rise and marketing channels become increasingly crowded, one big question keeps coming up is which message should go to whom, through which channel, and when. There is no universal best channel for everyone. Some customers respond better to SMS, while others prefer email. Marketers often want to test different strategies to see what resonates best with their audiences. But testing everything manually is time-consuming and inefficient. That's where Klaviyo saw a major opportunity. They wanted to help marketers to go beyond simple A/B testing and actually understand which strategy works best for different types of customers. Solving this problem would empower marketers to deliver more effective campaigns with less manual experiments, which is a win-win for both the marketer as well as Klaviyo as a platform. Now that we've understood the business problem, let's shift gear and dive into the technical side to see how the team tackled this problem. A natural starting point here is to treat each marketing strategy as an A/B experimentation. For example, imagine strategy A says that let's send SMS to customers who recently opt in, otherwise send email. Strategy B says send SMS only when a customer has completed certain action, otherwise send email. You could randomly split your audiences into two groups, apply one strategy to each, and compare the outcome. This works fine when you are testing just a few strategies, but in reality, marketers may have many plausible strategies they want to try. And running separate experiments for each one is costly in time, data, as well as the statistical powers needed for the experimentation. Eventually, you might only be able to test a couple of the strategies before your data runs out. So, the challenge is, how can the team enable customers to explore many strategy variants, even with limited data, and still can do it in a reliable fashion? Here is where the data science team made a clever methodology shift. Instead of defining many audience partitions up front and randomize within them about different strategies, they flipped the order. They realized that segmenting the audiences first and then randomize treatment is mathematically equivalent to randomize the treatment first and then segment the audience afterward. In other words, you can run a standard randomized experiment across your entire audience, say SMS versus email, and later analyze how different subgroups responded to each treatment. This post-hoc evaluation technique is known as counterfactual evaluation of policies, or sometimes off-policy evaluation in reinforcement learning terms. The data science team leveraged this insight to build Uplift models, with models that estimate how each individual recipient would respond under different treatments, and using this as the solution. Now, let's clarify on two of the key concepts we discussed. The first one is counterfactual learning. Counterfactual learning is all about asking what would have happened if we'd made a different decision. It allows you to estimate outcomes under alternative treatments, even when they weren't applied. This is done through using statistical adjustments to correct for bias. The second key concept is uplift modeling. This aims to estimate the treatment effect at the individual level. In simple terms, for each customer, how much better would the outcome be if I send an SMS message instead of an email? So, instead of asking which treatment is better on average, uplift modeling tailors that decision to each recipient. In Klaviyo's case, these models help identify which customers are more persuadable by SMS versus email, allowing the system to make smarter and personalized choices. So how did they actually build and deploy these models? First, the team started by running a small randomized pilot experiments, which is a simple A/B test, on a subset of the campaign's audience. This pilot provides unbiased ground truth data because each recipient's treatment is assigned randomly. Next, they trained the uplift models using customer behavior features, such as past engagement, message metadata, and timing of the message to be sent out. These models estimate each recipient's individual treatment effect, essentially predicting how much better or worse a customer would respond under SMS versus email. Once this model was trained, the team analyzed which audience segments showed the highest prediction uplift for each channel. This not only guided automated personalization, but also gave marketers visibility into why certain customers received one message type over another, this turning the model into a tool for both action and insight. Finally, for the remaining portion of the campaign, the system automatically sent each recipient the variants predicted to work best for them. This whole process, from running the pilot test, to training the model, to deploying the personalized assignments, is now wrapped into a product feature called personalization tests. Personalization tests can automate what used to be a tedious and manual trial and error process. With just one click, Klaviyo's customers can launch campaigns that learn from a small test and then optimize delivery across their entire audience. All of this while maintaining explainability and the control. Now we've discussed both the business problem and the technical solution, let's wrap it up. In this episode, we explored how Klaviyo used counterfactual learning and uplift modeling to move beyond the question of which treatment works to the deeper question of for whom it works. We saw how their team combined randomized experiments, causal inference techniques, and uplift modeling to power a product that helps marketers send smarter, more personalized messages. If you like the content of this episode, please subscribe to the channel. Give me a 5-star review and leave a comment. Your feedback is very appreciated, and I'll see you next week.